Friends, welcome to Astro Vishaka Astrology channel. I am your host Suhas. Today we're gonna talk about Jupiter as a planet and what ancient scripture mentioned about Jupiter, and how we should look at from the 21st century or today's context, and we understand how some of the words are very cryptic, but still we can try to interpret and inference from what the conversation ancient sages are talking about Jupiter. So, first we can start, just check out your chart and see where the Jupiter is sitting. So, before we look what happens where Jupiter sits in each 12 bhavas or houses, let's talk about what Jupiter actually is. In astrology, Jupiter is known as a Brihaspati, the guru of Deva, the divine teacher. It represents your inner compass. It actually talks about moral values, your wisdom, your belief system. Someone want to get into a spirituality, but to understand spirituality is Jupiter is can give you wise wisdom to learn about it. But Jupiter can be a influencer for its spirituality. Spirituality is can be driven by the planet like Saturn, Ketu. So your higher learning comes from higher wisdom. You will get the right decisions to take in life, which is very ethical. It talks about Jupiter. So, how to find the meaning of life, where Jupiter sits in your chart, shows where the grace is coming from, where the protection is coming from, where the growth is flowing from, which is very natural. Okay. Now, also understand classical text. They say Jupiter is with the high praise. They give a lot of importance and calling it is an ultimate natural benefic. Okay. But in ancient sages also wrote in a metaphor suited for their time. So there a lot of conversation happened if sages is talking about their time. Today we need to taking those classical scriptures or text and understand and decode those conversations they have done specifically about Jupiter. And we can actually mean for your mind or your career or life journey, overall life journey. And this is in the modern world or today's context. So let's break down what exactly Jupiter is giving you the experience in this life through the 12th bhava. So, first house, which is I talk about ascendant or lagna. Scripture says that the native will be handsome, attractive, virtuous, long lived, fearless, and blessed with the grace of God. What a fabulous assignment Jupiter has got in this chart. See what decode we do when Jupiter sits in right on your ascendant, the your very presence of projects is with the optimism and hope, because Jupiter is talks about positivity in the life. So classics says the grace of God, which is coming from the first house. Jupiter casts its a protective gaze, which is its drishti is on you whole life, and actually on the fifth house of your intellect, seventh house your partnership or marriage, ninth house your fortune. So in modern life, when we say it gives you confidence, magnetic charisma, and strong resilience with the Jupiter in the first house, people naturally look for you to for the guidance, because you carry an aura of integrity. When people look at you, they will look at your, not you but your ethics. That's where the guru represents from your self from the first house. Let's talk about the second house. Second house, where scripture says, sages said that learned, a person will be learned, he will be wealthy, possesses a beautiful face, eloquent in speech, and enjoys high standard food. So he will have a test of food, he will have understand test, maybe sweet eater. Modern understanding of context coming here is the second house governs your speech, your family, and your wealth. Accumulation, basically, accumulation of wealth, your sustenance as a self. Having Jupiter here makes your words feel like a advice. You whatever you speak is a gold. your wisdom. You literally speak money. You value into existence. And you don't just eat fine food, you value nourishment and refined taste. And deep family traditions will be there. Your financial growth comes directly from your knowledge. What you speak, what you have, the intellect, which is the knowledge, and ethical values you follow. This will give you a fabulous experience of Jupiter in the second house. Third house, when the scriptures say it's a very sinful place, the person will be in the misery. He will suffer a humiliation. But one sibling attains the great honor and renounce in the world, and he will be famous. Renowned personality, he will be. Your sibling will be renowned personality. Now we need to decode this. Obviously, I have a little fear why this is coming, but when we look at this text, which very sound negative here, and I think I'm also agreeing with that point. But when I try to understand what exactly the meaning of it, because the third house is the house of upachaya, it's a constant growth, a growth through efforts and self efforts, your skills. Whereas Jupiter prefers wisdom over sheer muscle or raw drive. Jupiter doesn't like to take efforts. Saturn is one who will take. Mars will be taking a lot of efforts. Saturn is slow burn, Mars is fast burn. But yes, they will put efforts because they understand there is a challenge for them. There is a lot of struggle. But Jupiter comes here, they reduces the struggle. So they Jupiter comes here in third house itself will make you, should I take efforts? Because Jupiter, modern term Jupiter can make here overly casual in approach and also lazy regarding small daily tasks, leading a very missed details. So there is a constant nagging happen to that person to handle this Jupiter right way. And however, it gives immense luck to your siblings and makes you an exceptional communicator. So obviously, Jupiter is in a Marankaraka Sthana, so it is Jupiter doesn't have a strength, but just see the Jupiter's drishti or aspect coming on the seventh house. It protects your marriage, it protects your business, independent business. You and Jupiter itself in the third house, he will make you an exceptional communicator. You speak formal conversations to you, business conversations to you. People love to hear from you. They will ask you, please speak about this. And you can be a good author. You can good write books, and which is very and philosophical books, not just books. And you can, if you want to get into a digital creator, but all this will achieve the success only after disciplined efforts. So not, there is no free lunches for anyone in this world. So even for you, even in the third, which saying Jupiter is don't have any role, still he will give you. If you put efforts, Jupiter will give you positive results. Jupiter in fourth house. Now fourth house, where scripture says very happy person, very peaceful person, lives with mother, friends, sons, and servants, and possessing plenty of grains. That means the food problem is not gonna face by this guy because there's already plenty of grains. That's what the scripture is saying. When I try to decode it from a modern context, we can see that fourth house is a Digbala, but it's a it's a while it's a strength for Jupiter because Jupiter get exalted in the fourth house. Ancient text says that plenty of grains, which translate into today's real estate, emotional security, and a peaceful domestic life. At least at home, the environment will be very peaceful. So, anyone who is having a fourth of Jupiter, please comment what is your experience. And you are an expansive heart. You are very, you can say very donor, proper donor. You help others and create a home environment that feels like a sanctuary. You likely absorb high moral values, and that is from your mother. Your mother is a philosophical teacher for you, and early family life will be there for you. So that's the fourth house Jupiter. Excellent combination. Fifth house. Fifth house scripture says that suffers distress from sons. So just see in the fifth house if anyone has had this experience. Yet learned and a minister of the king. Obviously, he will reach at least a number two level in the in your career front. That means he's gonna do really well. So that's the strength of Jupiter. What is the modern decoding talks about is that the fifth house is a Jupiter's natural realm. Here, Jupiter is do well. It is a Karaka and governing intelligence, investments, and children. Classical note on the distress of children often refers Jupiter is over expanding expectations. So what happens? Jupiter go in any specific house, he create more expansion on expectations, and that is where exactly giving children who are fiercely independent thinker. See, you got the combination where you are high expectation individual, but the Jupiter go in fifth house, he has given the independent nature of the sun, or especially children. So that's the reason there is always conflict with the child. So generally it's a good combination, but you have to live with the this kind of test as well. And in today's terms, this placement gives a brilliant creative intellect. You high level of strategic thinking, your knowledge and things, thought process really it's a you envisage future properly, and strong financial acumen. You know how to manage your finances. You make ideal consultant, advisor, or a strategist. Fabulous position for you. But yes, the children aspect you have to reduce. It's not a problem with the children. It is you have to control your expectations. Sixth house. When scripture says destroy enemies, clever with mantras, obviously he will chant a lot of mantras, and but lazy and humiliated, and that's experience people are talking about sixth house. But when modern decode we do that, actually sixth house it shows the daily work, health habits, health and your health and dates, conflicts, everything comes to the sixth house. It is your prarabdha. Jupiter here acts as a diplomat in a war zone. Instead of fighting enemies, he will you defeat with your intelligence, you defeat with your meditation and problem solving skills. That's the reason Jupiter in the sixth house, even if it is not a very comfortable position for Jupiter, still I say it doesn't give you sixth house challenges as such, because Jupiter doesn't get that problem. So that's the benefit Jupiter is having. But watch out your dietary overindulgence, because again it aspects to second house, sixth house, health disturbing planet, and he is looking at your second house. Your health habits will be disturbed. If you don't have proper health habits, you will face the challenge. And taking health for granted is not a right way. That's where you need to look at it. But professionally you will excel in fixing complex organization problems or challenges and conflicts. You will better in that. Jupiter in the seventh house. So old scripture says that blessed with a decent spouse and children, handsome and more liberal than his father. So you as an individual, you will be more liberal than your father. When we decode it, the seventh house is a public dealing and marriage. Jupiter here brings a partner who acts as a mentor, guide, or a stabilizing force for you. He will entire life will helping you in your day-to-day life challenges and the work and lifestyle overall. More liberal than father means you break the outdated traditions to build expansive, modern, and open-minded relationships. And in business, it gives you high credibility. People will know you, vouch for you, and in public contacts and client partnerships. So when you go into this kind of field, you will really get the greater experiences. Now let's talk about little difficult house, eighth house. Scripture says the poor, his person is going to be helpless, earns through menial task, indulges in mean action, but is long lived. So it's while it is not so great combination, yet eighth house Jupiter is giving you a long life. Okay, so how to look at it from the today's context is that don't panic with this ancient wording. Eighth house is all about hidden transformation, first of all. And sudden changes in life. So your life is going through all kind of transformation. You will be at poor, at some stage you might become a very decently earning, and then you will be having a peaceful life at the old age as well. That possibilities are there because it's also aspecting your fourth house. uh, Jupiter here creates a protective shield during the life crisis. This is the fabulous position because many a times you say divine is not helping me, God is not helping me, I am in trouble. It is exactly He is there to support you. You are in some kind of crisis, He will come and take you out very peacefully and you will be safe. So your deep intuition for hidden knowledge of finances, research. You do a lot of research. You have a habit of watching some thriller or some murder mysteries and all those kind of thing. Astrology and psychology also. You look at people's conversation. You check their behavior. You are a born psychologist, so you will without even getting into too much of understanding, you will understand how this person is behaving. You find wealth through unearned means like inheritances, joint assets, or a deep specialized knowledge. So certain area you are a master and where a lot of people will be depend on you. So not that bad house. Okay. Ninth house, obviously, it's the best place for scripture says that it's a wealthy, famous, eager to perform virtuous deeds and become a minister of a king. So this is another fabulous placement for ninth house Jupiter. What modern context says that this is a Jupiter is a natural home because it's a natural zodiac at ninth house comes as a Sagittarius, the house of higher density, philosophy, and fortune. You are a lifelong learner. You will either teach you or either you will learn from someone, but you will keep doing that. You're a traveler. You can be a good mentor for others. In today's world, it translates into a high achievement in academia. You will do really great in your education, publishing, international business, or even leadership roles where you will do great. Success comes to you when you stay true to your ethics. Again, inherent attribute of Jupiter, ethical. And ninth house again talks about ethics and share your wisdom with others. Don't hold everything with you. It is a time to share with them, guide people. That is what the message is coming for the ninth house. 10th house, scripture says very wealthy, favorite of the king. Yes, earns high reputation and is virtuous, was successful in everything. What modern decode says 10th house is a public career where you're going to talk to many people, many conversations. Authority, you will be talking with you, maybe authority. You are going to be favorite for the king because you have that certain skills which probably others are missing. Your colleagues might be missing. Modern bosses, mentors, corporate leaders naturally trust you in and they will give you a responsibility. You carry high executive integrity and whatever field you enter you will naturally rise into the advisory role, managerial role, or a visionary leadership roles and in the corporate or any organization where you will do well. So fabulous position for the 10th house, while probably have some kind of cough cold issues and all, little bit food habits you need to be controlled and all those things are there, but these are very minor one. But overall it is a great position for even in natural zodiac it's where Jupiter doesn't have any debilitated position because the Capricorn place comes and you feel that it's not that great, but still it is a position which will you will achieve even during the shas and antardashas of Jupiter. You will do really well. 11th house, scripture says wealthy, long lived, fearless, but few children, enjoys comfort of convenience. So all these scriptures has talked about for the 11th house Jupiter, but and when we see in today's context, 11th house is house of gains. You have a huge network. You have influential people in the network. Jupiter here expands your influence exceptionally. You easily monetize your knowledge and build vast network of influential friends. Friends will be top authorities, top managerial positions, or top powerhouses people, and that's where you will see that experience. But Few children, ancient texts simply meant energy was directed towards large social impact, community building, and financial goals rather than just domestic life. So you will not only enjoy your domestic life, like the fourth house Jupiter, more enjoy the domestic life. 11th house Jupiter is more interested in the external life where he need to be socially active, socially connected, and you will see these people are socially connected. You will see many friends, they may not be rich or connected with them, but those friends will remain connected with him. That's the 11th house Jupiter talks about. 12th house. 12th house, scripture says earn animosity, uses harsh language, childless, sinful, and serves others. So this is a 12th house Jupiter. What modern decoding is saying, the 12th house is isolation. So subconscious mind is going to be very active. You might stay in foreign lands. In ancient time, leaving village to serve others was viewed very negatively. But today, this is a classic example or placement for success in foreign countries and multinational work, spiritual retreat. You might want to stay in ashrams or spiritual places where, or maybe guru's place, humanitarian efforts. Jupiter here spends money on charity or personal liberation, giving deep inner peace and protection from unseen troubles. In a way, it's a 12th house is a bed pleasure. There is a Sanjay Rath sir has mentioned that it is a place where Jupiter in the 12th house, the person may be like a Mira who is in love with God and want to marry with the God. This is a very tricky where a person feels that I don't want to marry in the material world. I am married to my God. That means I'm surrendering to my God. So this is a Jupiter's feeling in the 12th house. So, but any unseen trouble comes, you will easily come out of it. That's a fabulous thing. It protects you. Its aspect on your fourth house, your peace of mind will be there. Your sixth house, you will able to handle some challenges coming out, and eighth house obviously. So those houses are getting protected. Those are very difficult houses. So what is the conclusion we should look at it? So wherever Jupiter sits in your chart, that is where your personal university is located. The area of life where you keeping your open mind and staying ethical and trusting the process brings the greatest rewards. So this is what the Jupiter is bringing you in the chart wherever it placed, and that's the path of Jupiter is created. Karmic path is created for you. So let me know in which houses your Jupiter setting. Drop in the comment, and I will 100% respond to those each and every comment. And obviously, let's discuss. You have a specific question, I will answer. And yes, if you like my channel, please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to like this video and also share with your friends and family who is really looking out where is my Jupiter, what is my experience. The curiosity always there in the astrology. Help that way. On that way, we can share each other's knowledge. So have a very eventful life. Till then, see you in the next video. Thank you.